Hello, guys. Today we are in the United States of Montana, driving to Glacier National Park. And we are about to go under a tunnel. Here's the Animals Bridge. Here are the nice mountains. They are... Oh. And now we see again mountains. And now we see a very small, cute town. And we are in West Glacier. 1 hour, 10 minutes from the destination. Oh, and then there are these nice places on going to the Sun Road in Glacier. A lot of snow caps, but also some waterfalls were there too, right? And then now we're on a windy road. It's very scary as well. Okay, and we took some photos here. It was very cold. Here is a very tall mountain over here. And also this is a really nice area. So here's a waterfall. Yeah. And also this is a very windy road. If you visit Glacier, then this road would be a really fun one to ride on. And now we reached Logan Pass. Here is the Hidden Lake Trailhead hike. It was very hard. At first it looks like it's easy, but then there's a lot of snow at the end. Look how hard this hike was in the snow for us. Yeah. Look how much more it was that there is, and then the hike downhill would be way harder than expected as well. All of these mountains have snow on it, and we are on one of the hardest hikes we did in Glacier, Hidden Lake. This one was a pretty easy one for two of us, but then the third one had a harder time. We're going downhill, and here are some big horned sheep. On our way back, we saw these big horned sheep. That's a lot of big horned sheep too. I cannot count. Okay, here's the Going to the Sun shuttle, and the Going to the Sun buses. Look at them. Here is a small river which is called McDonald Creek. Okay, here is the sign of Trail of the Cedars in Avalanche Lake Hike, which is the one we are doing right now. A lot of trees are in this hike because it started off as a forest, and here's a small waterfall. And now we're on a bridge over the McDonald Creek Wow. It looks so nice, doesn't it? Avalanche Lake, we finally reached it. We were tired at this point. And also the water of Avalanche Lake is cold when I stepped into it. You can go there if you want, but first you have to cross the very difficult hike that leveled up me. And here is a really... Oh, and this is me looking like this. Yeah. Here we are on a bridge, which is the Flathead River, is the river flowing under the bridge we are on right now. And now here is Lake McDonald. We made a previous video on Lake McDonald, but it wasn't just me talking about Lake McDonald. It was just a song with Lake McDonald photos. And this is the place we ate for breakfast, I think. And here is more of Lake McDonald. Wow. Oh, and also, Lake McDonald was huge when we saw it on Google Maps. It was actually massive. It was bigger than I thought. Now we're back on going to the Sun Road. Wow. Passed by the waterfall and the hills that were next to it. And some people even stopped there. And then here are a lot of cars on the right that parked there. And this road was the windy road. It looks really dangerous too. Oh, and it seems like the cars are still parked here. And I even saw one motorbike as well. Yeah. Oh, and a tour bus is coming up on the left. And a car behind it. Okay, so this is the Jackson Glacier overlook, and this is actually a glacier. Then there's the St. Mary's Lake, which is next to our car. Now we are in the mini glaciers, and this is the mini glacier lake. Maybe that doesn't exist, but something like that maybe. Okay, and here's the mini Glacier's lodge. And this is also the bigger building was a hotel. And here is the Swift Current Lake. And here is where we checked in for our boat tour in Swift Current Lake. And this is us in our boat. You see the water right now, but we're in a boat. And also the boat ride was amazing. I actually really enjoyed it. And I also enjoyed the view. And also there are 2 lakes with a hike in between. That's around 10 minutes to get back to the lodge. It cannot just make a turn. You have to do a hike in between. And that hike will lead you to another boat tour. This is Lake Josephine. Okay, this hike was around 10 minutes to do this. Looks like there are some people riding a boat there. And here is the Grinnell Lake hike. It took about an hour to complete because we had only had a limited amount of time to do it. And we made the hike. And I was really tired when we arrived at Grinnell Lake. This Grinnell Lake looked really, really nice. I think somebody was putting their feet in the water because it looked so nice, didn't it? And then we would do the hike in a couple more minutes. Then we saw a deer. He wasn't doing much. And this is that same Grinnell Lake. And we finally made it back. This is the Lake Josephine dock where we could board. But yeah, and we were close. And we finally reached the hotel where our car was parked. Now we are driving to East Glacier where our hotel was. This area is so flat. And here are some mountains coming up. This looks like evening to me, even though it's not evening. And we finally made it to our hotel. Also, when we looked at the room was blah. Even though the downstairs looked so nice, the room looked blah. And it was also very, very, very complicated to find. But at least we had a deck adjacent to our room. Here is a dining hall. And also, the hotel had a coffee shop and a gift shop and a fire pit and a lot of other things. And then we went outside, looking at very nice flowers, huckleberries. And finally, here is my grizzly, a grizzly bear that we saw in 2 Medicine. Like and subscribe to Cookietoonzz to get us to 100 subscribers.